When we first started this app, we initially made the API to only work if it received input on a website, which actually ended up holding us back about an hour. When we were discussing what database type to work on, we came up with a few, but went with SQLite, which was also a mistake because we had to figure out how it worked blindly and with flasks in built-in SQLite library.
This is the Carbon Points UI. On the home page, your statistics are at the forefront with a pie chart next to some colored text that implies the meaning of the pie chart without explicitly giving a legend. Underneath that, there's a list of your competitors. Each competitor has a badge showing the place that they are on the leaderboard, which also serves as a pie chart showing the percentage of time each transportation method was used. Going over to the Trips tab, each trip is displayed in a list showing how long it was and how many points you earned. Each trip can be edited in a trip menu like so. This app was written using Google's Flutter framework for two reasons. Flutter was native-like in speed and widget style, and Flutter could easily be adapted to iPhones in the future. During app development, one of the main issues I had was with flow management in Flutter. Data had to be passed from object to object as opposed to being available more globally like I was used to in Python. This flow management caused some issues in trying to implement HTTP requests, which is why the app currently only shows demo data and not data from the actual API.
After we moved away from SQLite and developing for a web front end, we started to move at a much faster pace. To show how much this helped us, it took the same amount of time to write the first two functions as it did to write the rest of the basic API. Once we got the formula down for how to take the request data and compare it to our Mongo database to send back an appropriate response, the rest of the API came very smoothly. But it took us so much time to create the basic API that we did not have time to make it very safe. In the upcoming weeks, this will be a major focus for us as our whole team takes the concept of user security very seriously. This is the first API that anyone on our team has built to interface with an app like this, and this is my first time ever even using a database before. My only other major project is a rock, paper, scissors demo. This is David's first time working in Flutter, and Chris didn't even know how an API worked before we started, but we ended up with a project almost production ready, and one we all love and want to support. Our next steps with this project are to finish the link between the API and the app, and then launch it amongst our friends in our community.